Alright, hello folks, welcome on in, I'm R Candy. We're gonna play some Metroid Dread Any Unrestricted today because your boy has been accepted into the Pixels for People 2024. It's a game marathon run by Carter Freak, Ahmad, and I think maybe other streamers, perhaps their moderators. Yeah, this is an event that has been going on for at least 2 years now, I think. I guess it gets bigger every year. And anyway, this year they accepted me in, so I got a submission for any percent unrestricted in. That is the run I'm gonna do, and it's gonna happen on October 5th. So for now, I'm gonna practice a bit. I'm gonna like de-rust a little bit. I'm actually gonna make a new set of splits for this because I want to like see what's my average run going to be like. I'm not doing resets. I will not be doing any resets for this prep because it's important. I gave a time estimate for 55 minutes and I want to make sure that that was a good call for me to do that. Which I think it is. I think all things considered, if I have extremely bad RNG for the MU Warp and RBX, 15 minutes should still be like a decent enough estimate. Anyway, I'm gonna make those splits and we're gonna do a bit of practice, and that's that. So no reset. We're gonna run from start to finish. I definitely want to make sure not to make too many mess ups. I'm gonna have to like I'm gonna have to be running this as though it were for the event. So I probably shouldn't like take too many risks because I definitely want to finish in time. There's plenty of time to finish. Like my real concern is actually just MU Warp and RBX. If I don't get good RNG, it could be pretty bad. So I hope I do not have to deal with that when the event happens. Because as far as the rest of the run goes, I don't think there's anything that would make me lose like anywhere close to 15 minutes. I could probably lose a couple minutes to PB, but no more than that if we're assuming good RNG. Without good RNG, I could lose several minutes. But yeah, I would have to get some really bad RNG for that to happen anyway. God dang, where are my split files, dude? Alright, so I'm gonna copy the any percent unrestricted. Oh man, I have a zillion unrestricted split files with all the splits that have existed over the years. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna open this new file. Alright, that's perfect. Let's save that. Okay. Now I have to make sure the splits are showing. And, oh yeah, I was in the wrong scene as well, jeez. Alright, should be ready to go. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure I don't have rebinds. Yeah, actually I have to restart because of that. Yeah, let's load my Dread Runs preset. I think I'm not going to be doing any like intense smashing. I need to give my wrists a rest. I'm gonna just do like single mashing. Let's reset that. I forgot to enable my button maps. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wait, did I even start the timer? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. For some reason, I alt-tabbed out of my stuff. Not ideal. Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh man, that is really hard with drifting. Doing early cloak is really hard with how much drifting I'm getting. Jeez. Oh, that's really bad. That is a terrible split. Drifting is really messing up my fight with Corpus and early cloak. Like, this doesn't have to be perfect when I do it at the event, it's just... I want to put up a good show, like have a decent run going. All that stuff. And I get the feel this control is going to get in the way of that. Hello, Mies. What's up? Long time no see. How's it going? Oh man, that was. I think I'm also getting a bit of drifting when I'm aiming downward into the enemy like that. The only direction I don't seem to get drifting is like up or left, which I do for the unbuffered seam suit and carries. I hope that it stays that way. How's the runs? Runs are fine. I mean, this is the first run of the day. I might do a second run. No more than that. Any big route change in the last months? Not really, no. There haven't been any notable changes. Maybe some fast flips, but nah, not really. Route is still pretty much the same since my world record run. I don't think anything has changed since then. So I'm not really like grinding for another record or anything. I've been accepted into a games marathon called Pixels for People. And next week on October 5th, I'm going to be running 80% unrestricted for this game. So it's basically 1 week from tomorrow. Oh, that's actually very outdated. The multi-file world record is 35 something by Dioptus with a new route. In Legacy. Well, in current patch it's a 38 something by Noyazaki. Damn, I haven't updated these commands in a while, dude. Yeah, multi-file is down to sub 40 and current patch is also down to sub 40. Last I was doing 2000. Oh, okay, yeah, you missed. Okay, yeah, you. There's been a lot since you last saw. Okay. Like, not much has changed in the last few months, but if you haven't really caught up to the run since then it's been more than a few months. Yeah. It's been a long while. And then you're in for a treat. I'm running 80% unrestricted single file, current patch, with all the new stuff. Might have passed by. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense too. Well, buckle up because we're gonna do some tricks. Right now, we're about to do the seam suit, which is rather new, and we're gonna do the Amy warp. If you've been away from the runs for a while, maybe you haven't seen the Amy warp yet. We're gonna do that very soon. Jeez, I'm getting snapback and drifting left and right. The game has become a lot harder to run with this controller. I have to borrow Procon from my sister and destroy it. Is that John Metroid? I'm just Cody. What's up? Hello, Cody. Welcome on in. It is John Metroid. Alright, now we are gonna do the infamous Emmy Warp right here. Oh, I need to review how Sonic did this part. I'm not getting it right for some reason. Alright. I forgot how Sonic used to do the frog in the well spawn. I'm not getting it anymore, so I'm not doing it right. The others I can handle. That was the only one I don't fully remember. Alright, Emmy Warp coming right up. Alright, we didn't get the right spawn. Too bad. Unlucky. Next time for sure. Dude. There we go. And we got it. That is Emmy Warp, second try. I would be so happy if I got the second try in the event. So happy. What did I skip exactly? We just skipped Wide Beam. Because normally you need Wide Beam to get into the Morph Ball Arena. And we didn't get Wide Beam, and we got Morph Ball, and we skipped a lot of calories doing this. So we don't have Wide Beam yet, but we already have Morph Ball. And so that also helps us streamline the route. We are not going to go to Darren immediately, as like your focus when you get to calories in NMG or Glitchless is to do all these lengthy sections and press buttons and lava stuff, right? But we don't do that in Unrestricted. We go straight for Morph Ball, and then we get Varia Suit, Crate and Diffusion Beam, and then we go for Wide Beam. So, yeah. We actually avoid a lot of unnecessary transitions. Or rather, we remove several area transitions from the run. Oh. Right. We get the 10 pack for this run. Because we're gonna fight Crate. We definitely want to have the 10 pack for Crate. So this is not an ideal pace by far. I would like to see at least like a 740 Spider Magnet, 4-ish minute or sub 4 Charge Beam. A 150-ish Phantom Cloak would be decent. I think the worst segment I've had here was probably Phantom Cloak. It's really bad. Warble, of course, not very good, because I lost a lot of time retrying. But all in all, this pace so far would be pretty decent for the event. Like, yeah. What the heck? Oh damn, we almost got that shot through. So this area, normally you would play with wide beam, this Vardy suit climb, but we don't have wide beam. It's really awkward when you only have this silly beam. Alright, that's still a decent variant. 230 is actually not very good, but whatever. Well, alright. That was a pretty bad descent. But I also haven't run this category in a while. It's pretty expectable that I'm gonna not be in my peak form. Last time I ran the game seriously was not that long even. It wasn't the glitchless tournament, but I wasn't really running it like that seriously either. It was definitely not that serious. Never done a speedrun, I wish. I mean, you... Well, unless you're really busy, then of course, I understand. Unless you're really busy. All it takes is giving it a shot. It does require a lot of practice to grind for big times, but... Like, you can play speedruns to go for a world record, or you can play speedruns just for your own satisfaction. You don't have to go for a world record or any kind of crazy top tier times. It's all about setting a goal. A reachable goal, feasible goal. Oh man, this is this is the worst possible fight I could have asked for. And that's horrible RNG. And drifting is really bad for this fight. Oh my god, that was a horrible fight. I do hope I get a better fight when I play this segment in the event. I have bad motor function and I know I get bored after maybe 5 runs. Yeah, okay, those are both compelling reasons. Oh, the beam actually went down. I wasn't even aiming down. The snapback is so real, man. That is so bad. Oh. That is so bad. Like, I might not be in my peak form, but this controller is losing me so much time. Hey, what's up, Alex Lay? I watched Jeff's multi-file run after seeing your practice streams. That is crazy. The number of walls it just ignores and jumps through. Yeah. Legacy is on another level, honestly. On the scale of a single run, it'd be cool, but I know it'll be more stress than happiness. Any chill games, I'm gonna break my monitor. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. It's important that you know yourself and your limits and respect them too, so props to you for knowing yours and not going too out of your way. Still, It does take a lot of time and effort to learn the tricks that we do in the runs. So, of course, over the course of a single run, it's not going to be enough to get a lot of the stuff down, obviously. But yeah, Alex, Diopta's route is insane. I still want to do a bit of that. Right now, I should focus on the event, so I'm gonna be doing any percent unrestricted again. But I'll eventually get back to that legacy route. See if I can at least set a time or two. And that gravity ball. Okay, I seriously need to do this with the rebind. Yeah. I'll just do that with the rebind. More trouble than it's worth. Yo, VNK Shadow! What's up? Welcome on in. Oh, I think I may have not split. Okay, no, I did split. Okay, cool. I love that game. This is Dread we're playing. Getting some speedrun practice for the Pixels for People event. It's gonna happen next week, next Saturday. Like, not tomorrow, but next week. And I'll be running this category live. And it'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a chance for people to catch up with the latest iteration of any percent unrestricted, which has been the same for a few months. But I don't think it has yet been featured in a recent marathon, so it might as well be all new. I'm not sure how this compares with my PB times, but I'm probably like at least a minute behind on times. At least a minute, if not more. Melon Gaspacho, welcome on in. Give me a sec to get through this section. All right, happy to hear bringing this route to an event. Yeah, we're definitely doing that. It's gonna happen next Saturday, October the 5th, and the event's called Pixels for People. I will probably post more information as we close in on the date. Like, it has a specific time already set, but people are probably gonna swap their slots a bit if they need, so the time might actually change a little bit. So I'll announce it closer to the date. A first try on this thing. Let's go. I rarely get this first try. That was actually not a very good segment, I think. No, 50. Okay, 55. I think it's not that bad for flash shift. Honestly, it might be better than my PB. I don't know what my PB had for a flash hit, but this might have actually been a little better. Dude. Oh my god. Jesus. This controller, bro. Please. My favorite Dread speedrunner. Aw, Mr. Greggy. I am honored. How's it going, Mr. Greggy? We're doing a little bit of practice for pixels for people. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. Man, I already lost like 20 seconds on that water bomb. Not the water bomb from the pseudo. Is what it is. Anyway. This is still well within the estimate. Well within the estimate. I got Emmy Warp second try. This would be absolutely amazing if I got it in the event. Super lucky. Like, I don't even need first try. Second or third try would be amazing. I need to get used to taking the lower route again. All right. Doing great work, sorry streams, we gotta hide and watch. Nice. Absolutely appreciate you hiding and watching. Man, these 20 seconds I lost on that blob feels bad, man. Feels very bad, man. Very Batman. You guys ever feel Batman? Where are they? It's like the kind of voice Batman makes in the movies. Oh well. Alright, so this is the part of the run where you can call this the calm before the storm. We've gone through the no major glitches kind of part of the route. Aside from Emmy Warp, obviously that's not that's a major glitch, right? So this is the calm before the storm. Everything up to this point, aside from Emmy Warp, has seemed relatively normal. But wait a minute, the route's gonna get insane. Things are about to get insane. Hold on. Alright. Now I'm wondering, can we actually do item tutorial skip in this room? We should be able to, right? Oh no, never mind, we don't do because we have to... We get it in calories. I almost forgot. Because yeah, exactly. I almost forgot about that. Because yeah, for the rest of the run, you could avoid it if you're smart. I think. But yeah, for the rest of the route, I don't... Like, just for Emmy Warp specifically, I don't think you can. Anyway, it's fine. Item tutorial is like 7 seconds or something. It's not a... my flagship go. Alright. So, we got Grapple Beam. This is the point of the run where we have acquired all the items that we need to set up this big bad glitch called Bomb HQ. We are about to set up that glitch. And from the moment we do, this game stops being Metroid Dread. It starts being something else. Alright, this game is now something else. You won't even notice until the next like 20 seconds, but things are about to get real whacked. Whoa, what, Sam, Samus? What are you doing? Hello? Help? Guys? What is Samus doing? Oh no. Oh no. Woo! We are going. Samus is breaking all the rules. What the heck? Huh. Oh my god. What? What is wrong with you, Sam? What are you doing? And off we go to Catalyst, which got Screw Attack. Just like that. You guys, do you have any idea how much work you have to do to get Screw Attack with the proper abilities and upgrades? It's a lot of work indeed. What's up, Dallin Kenlan? Unbelievable, you make that loop too easy. How many hours of practice did that take to nail down? I have no idea. Dallin. I've been playing this game for a long time. I even discovered some of the big route changing tricks and glitches. So, a lot of time. My beloved orange teleportal. Here we go. So 2 minutes for this segment, not that good. I got a little slowed down by that neutral jump clip. Actually, I'm losing a lot of time in this run to snapback and drifting. It's unfortunate, but there's not much I can do about it. Still, even with snapback and drifting, we are well within the estimate I gave for this run. I might have given an estimate that's too high, but like it's like we got RNG to contend with. So yeah. Oh, I forgot. I actually in the run I'm gonna try to do orange shortcut. I should have tried here as well. Huh? Dude. Oh my god. That's not enough. Jesus. All right. So this would be a pretty bad Interhanubia for how long it took me to get that clip. How does it compare to Pseudo Wave difficulty? Okay, it's mixed. If you put it in those terms, it's mixed. Like doing the setup to activate the skew state glitch is hard. It's gonna take a lot of practice to get down, but the wall clips themselves are not hard. They are actually pretty easy to do. You actually have pretty fast setups these days. Most of them are pretty easy to do. Some aren't easy, but I mean, pseudo wave isn't easy either. You still have to put a good bit of practice to get consistent at it. You might get a quick success with a few attempts of trying, but to get it consistent, it's also not necessarily easy. Oh, what? Huh? I feel like my pause took too long. I'm dead. I didn't even get the jump. So I got a Hobbit skew instead of neutral jump clip. This would be pretty bad right now in the run. Okay, we're through. This is fine. This would be a not very nice time loss to get at the event, but still well within the estimate. What? Alright, now this would be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad. Oh my god, what am I doing with the pauses, dude? Why is she going so deep in the wall? I don't even understand how she's going so deep so fast. Oh, dude, what? Okay, what? I'm confused. Didn't I get the map buffer? I'm honestly confused at what is happening here. Why Sim is spin jumping instead of sparking? What? I don't understand what is happening right now. I should have gotten it like 5 times by now. What the heck is going on? What? This would be a complete meltdown to do this at the event. This cannot happen at the event. Holy crap. Oh my lord. Oh my god, she didn't flash it. Dude, what is going on? Why is she not flash shifting twice? Holy gee, this control is literally sabotaging my run, I swear. What is going on? Sheesh. Okay, I'm still within the estimate, but this would be a pretty poor showing. Spending 3 minutes on that neutral jump is really, really bad. I was doing neutral jumps the other day, like left and right, and had no issue when I was practicing for the legacy route. I don't understand what's happening right now. It shouldn't even be this bad. I don't understand. Alright, this is the second problem that exists in the run. I need to get RBX in a decent number of attempts. First try would of course be ideal, but I'm not counting on it. Oh, okay. That's to be expected. I'm gonna have to deal with lag forever. Oh. Man, my mashing is not very consistent. I'm getting lots of holes at the end of the fight. But anyway, second try, on to the third try. It's not very good, but nothing I can really do about it. And I think I didn't get, oh, I actually got PBs, okay. Alright, come on. Wow. Having to go into the fourth try is pretty darn lame. That is pretty darn lame. He was aiming straight down and didn't sink. There we go, jeez. So that's a fourth try RBX. Pretty bad, but we're still well within the estimate. Nice. Nice diagonal spark. I'm definitely pause buffering this one. I'm definitely pause buffering that. Huh? How did she morph? If I... Dude. I think this control stick must be broken or something. Yeah, there is something wrong with this control stick. Yo, what's up, Justin? How's it going, man? Thank you for the good luck. Alright, 49.57. It would not be a very good run. But it's still within the estimate just fine. So we take that. I gave an estimate of 55 minutes, so we have... what was it? Second or third try Emmy Warp? I think it was like second try, but I had to reset checkpoint a third time because I messed up the setup for the Emmy. I messed up the manip, I mean. So that's effectively third try warp. I had a meltdown at Powerbomb's neutral jump clip, which is super bad. And then I got fourth try RBX. So that's actually kind of average-ish RNG. But the run was kind of badly played. I am hoping to fix that, obviously. That's why we're practicing. I can definitely do better in the non-RNG parts of the run. Like, basically, any time save I can get will go hard when I have to redo Warp or RBX. Like, if I save a minute somewhere, that means one more attempt at RBX without breaking the estimate. This is the hard part about running any percent unrestricted at an event, is that you have RNG in the run, right? It's not entirely in your control. Like, I would have to redo RBX another, like, 4 times to be in the red, to be really close to the estimate. And that would be insane. If I had to do RBX 8 times, that would be insane bad luck. Like, absolutely insane. I wouldn't expect to get more than 3 tries at RBX, really. Like, at decent RNG would be like 3 tries. Because I have typically had a pretty decent success rate at RBX. I would be pretty upset if I had to do a lot more than like 4 or 5. 8 would be unthinkable. As a matter of fact, that can happen. Alright, I'm gonna do another run. Just gonna get some water first, and we'll do another run. You forgot to pick up crossbows, but I won't tell anybody. No, we don't. Actually, even if I wanted to, I couldn't, because if you want to fight Golzuna, if you want to get crossbows, you have to fight Golzuna. And if you want to fight Golzuna, you have to release the X from Milan. And because we don't do that in this route, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. So rip. You know, before we had the fast wall clips, we actually would use the Shrine Sync to get into the Golzuna arena, boss arena. Golzuna doesn't actually spawn, so you're free to leave on the other side and then do the crossbomb skip, which is where you do these silly jumps to get across the pitfall blocks with flash shift and timing and quick-wittedness. Yeah. We don't do that anymore. We just vibe. So that is these are the splits I'm using for Pixels for People. I'm gonna switch back to my unrestricted, my actual like run splits just to compare the time. So I was already like 2.5 minutes behind at just grapple. So the early game went pretty bad. 2.5 minutes behind at grapple is pretty bad. Some of that time comes from Ambi Warp. I was already a minute and a half behind or more at Warp Ball, but yeah. And then RBX happened, is what it is. So yeah, it basically took me 10 additional minutes to finish the run compared to my PB, which is definitely not nice. But like, it's gonna be really hard to top my PB because it was a very good run, very well played, and it had the good RNG. Like, it can be better. Yeah, it can be a lot better, but it's hard. It's hard to get a lot better than that. But yeah, the time I finished Power Bombs is already 3 minutes behind my PB, so... No, actually, it's 3 minutes behind my PB time. It is something like 7 minutes behind... I think 7 minutes behind the time I had for PBs in the personal best. Anyway, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back, chat. We're gonna do another run. We're gonna run it down again. That's the good thing about a short-ish category is that I actually feel up to a second run. If it was like 100%, then no. But this is fine. All right, BRB. All right, we're back. I figured estimates for an event run would be a function of your average runtime rather than PB. So my PB is a 40-minute run. The estimate I gave was a 55-minute. It's not even a function of average time. It's like my expectation for a really bad run, for like an extremely bad RNG run. The run I just had was a 49-minute run, which would be well within the estimate. I'm definitely not gonna get a sub 40 run on like live. That's not gonna happen. Or very, very, very unlikely that it's gonna happen. So if I'm not gonna get that time, it's very expected that I would get something somewhere between like a 43 or 42 to like 50-minute run with bad RNG. I think that so once I practice a bit and get a bit more into the um you know, get back to like my peak form or closer to that, I should have overall better segments, slightly faster movement, all that. And the real time loss is gonna go hopefully to the RNG. I shouldn't be getting any meltdowns at powerbomb clip like I had in this run. So that run had a few tries at warp ball, which is expected. I had a meltdown at PB clip, which is definitely something I do not want to see in the event. I lost over 3 minutes to that, which is super bad. 3 minutes is like 3 attempts at RBX. So, yeah. I mean, I can definitely make mistakes, but losing 3 minutes in one split to nothing is really, really bad. And then I had to do RBX 4 times, which is basically 4 minutes lost. So all in all, I lost 10 minutes. Some of that time to bad RNG, some of that time to a meltdown, and some of that time to just not optimal movement. But that's why we practice. So I figured that one retry at Emmy Warp is something like 40 seconds. One retry at RBX is something like a minute. So the chance that you have to get through Emmy Warp is like 1 in 3 because you want 1 out of 3 spawns. The chance to get through RBX is actually something I don't know. Based on the usual success rates I have, I would say something like 60 to 70% chance that I get RBX. So getting it on 4th try is like really, really unlucky. Really, really unlucky. So if you assume that I play a decent enough run, and if I had good RNG, I could get something like a 40 or 41. If I had to try Morph Ball for like 10 times, let's see, 10 seconds, 40 seconds times 10 is just roughly, I guess. I would be wasting something like 6 to 7 minutes on Emmy Warp. And so I could still do like 7 attempts at RBX, 6, 7 attempts, and be within the estimate. And that would be extremely bad RNG. If you have to do like 10 attempts to get 1 out of 3, that would be pretty bad RNG. Not impossible, but pretty darn bad. And doing RBX 6 tries would be super bad RNG as well. I am hoping that I don't get extremely bad RNG. Because a 55-minute run for me would entail that I have extremely bad RNG based on my usual times. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and start again. I'm gonna have to lose Bomohei. I think I still have it. But yeah, like I don't think I had that many runs. That's why I'm making these splits here. But like, I don't think I would have a good number of average runs to make an estimation for that. So I went with like what I think would be extremely bad RNG. Like, if it was another category like NMG or glitchless, then I think average times would be more in line with expectations. Maybe like a bit worse than your average time to account for any big mistakes. But in this run, it's more down to the RNG, so I think it makes more sense to analyze what would be like a darn bad case of RNG that you're not expecting to get in your average run. Yeah, okay, I can do this method. I actually can't do that method. Because I'm getting too much drifting. I can't do the rebind method. That is super bad. It's super, super bad. Damn, that actually managed to be 10 seconds worse than the previous run. That is really bad, man. Oh my god, but the fight was not good, but what was even worse than the fight was that early cloak pseudo. I really like you saw what happened there. I was stopping halfway. Like I had already released my left stick, but Samus was still stopping halfway because it was still getting drifting input from the left control stick. Even though I wasn't touching it anymore. That's how bad this controller is right now. Literally cannot do the rebind method. So the fact that I got a 49-minute run was actually probably not that bad, all things considered. I did not hit the right key for the split, so I just skipped it. That is a pretty bad time for this. But like, most of the time loss really is at cloak, not charge beam. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking this E-Tank in the event. I don't want to die to Hell Run. And if I think that I'm going to die to Hell Run, I'll like just back off into the lower route. Which hopefully that doesn't happen. I sometimes do die to Hell Run. It's usually due to some like really dumb mistake, but with drifting and snapback, you never know. I'm actually really concerned about possibly losing Bomohe due to snapback. That's like my #1 fear right now. It would be super bad in the Gavrin section, especially. I really hope that's not gonna happen. So 550-ish is about the time in a good run I would expect to be talking to Adam.
Uploading data.
Playing it a little safe with the Emmy. Adding a few mashed shots just to make sure I don't have to lose too much time to this. That was a little risky too. The mash was pretty bad. I probably didn't even need it. But I did it anyway. I probably didn't even need that mash after all. Anyway. -5. Damn, dude. Okay, that's an alright enter Cater's time, I think. So really most of my time loss is coming from Phantom Cloak. I'm losing something like 35 seconds to a gold. So yeah, that's pretty bad. With at least -30, I would be like 740 at Spider Magnet, which would be a very acceptable time, even for like a grindy run. I'm a little annoyed with the unbuffered Seam Pseudo. It almost feels like I might have to use pause buffers to get it now. It just went so bad last run. Okay. All right. Decent enough Adam skip. Take that. Resetting the Annie. Pretty good luck. Alright, and now we do Amy Warp again. And hope that it doesn't go too bad. Wow, far stride, that would be insane. That would be insane to get in the event. That's like the end game. What everyone secretly wants for their unrestricted 80% run. All right, so if I didn't have such a bad, did your mic catch Marty? Did it? It might have if Marty's screaming while playing Lethal Company. Jeez, dude. I mean, I heard the scream. Did you, hamster? Oh man, guys, if you hear screaming in the background, I swear I have nothing to do with it. I didn't kidnap anyone. I ain't hurting anyone, I swear. So this is pretty much like best case scenario for the early game. Barring the early cloak pseudo shenanigans with drifting and a rather bad Corpus fight. Early games, this is actually like ideal early game, really. Dude, we almost got the door both times. Unlucky. As I said, like, we do this section here in 80% unrestricted without the wide beam. So this climb feels kind of pitiful, and it's a lot harder because having the extra beams really helps a lot destroy all these blocks and stuff. When you only have one beam, things are a little harder. Oh my, what an awkward climb that was. Uh, oh hell no, you are again. What's up, Mr. Miguel? Thank you for the good lucks. No, I'm not grinding this for a world record or anything like that. I'm grinding this for an event. I'm gonna be playing Dread 80% unrestricted at pixels for people. So I'm basically just derusting. I don't have to be like world record running or anything, but I do at least hope to put on a good show and not like get any meltdowns and chokers. And I sure as heck hope that I don't get like 10th try RBX and 10th try Warp Ball. That would be very sad. I have given up my hopes of world record on this. Yeah, I mean, I keep telling myself this, that it's not impossible to beat this world record. It's not for lack of competition or talent. Satorha and B-Dog are very talented runners. They could probably get a much better time than me. But the problem is getting a good run and good RNG. It is hard to get both. It is really annoying to try and get both. Dude, what the heck are you doing? Oh my god, what was that? I think I pressed down several times, but apparently I didn't. And I also have to play with this controller. This is definitely a controller. Like, I'm sure Delusional Prince could get it too. You could probably get it too, Mr. Miguel, with some grind, but like... Dude, the RNG is just really ruthless. So the drifting really hurts my performance in this fight above all else in the game because I get more drifting when I'm aiming upright like this. So the drifting really hurts this fight a lot for me. It especially hurts if I get the spit in phase 1 because I cannot keep a steady aim into Kraid's mouth, so my missiles just go wherever they want. So I am bound to have a bad Kraid fight with this controller, even if I get decent RNG. The amount of required manpower to play is just insane. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. Like, if you play this category just for fun, just like try out the tech, maybe get a nice sub 50, that's fine. That's easy. If you want to grind for very optimized times, like, oh man, oh man. I don't want to put up with that again unless someone beats my time. It's just not worth it. Maybe I'll wait a few years until people figure out like how exactly to beat RBX consistently and also how to manipulate the RNG for the Emmy warp. Maybe one day someone will figure that out. Or no. Maybe no one will figure that out and this category will be scuffed forever. Dude, oh my god. I don't understand why she did a slow climb. I pressed B so fast. I swear that this controller is sabotaging half of my run. I swear, man. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, this is just like Metroid Prime 4 waiting room right now. And it, Mr. Miguel. Which I do hope that Prime 4 is gonna be a fun game to speedrun. I'm expecting it will be. I'm hoping it will be. Oh shoot, where am I going? I'm counting on it. I don't want to keep expectations too high on Nintendo games because you know how it is, but no reason not to have some good expectations on Prime 4. Like I hope that I will like it enough that I want to speedrun it. That's how it happened for me in Dread. I already had intentions of speedrunning this game before I played it, but then I played it and I really enjoyed it and it just made sense. Because there had been a few other games I played prior to Dread, not Metroid games, and I thought, damn, this is the game I'm gonna make my speedrun debut. And then I enjoyed the game, but it just didn't feel like a fun game to speedrun and replay. So, wow, I can't even set the angle. G. Oof, rebind method is so hard. Anyway, I can't wait to see how they... Like, one of the things I really liked about playing Prime, and Prime 2 especially, is is the way they like transitioned abilities from the 2D games into the 3D games. I really enjoyed seeing stuff like Space Jump and Screw Attack being ported over to 3D and thinking, okay, yeah, I mean, you get infinite space jumps in 2D because it makes sense. You can easily see where you're going, right? But in 3D, it's different. You have a first-person perspective. It'd be really awkward to have infinite space jumps on this perspective. So they give you more limited space jumps, and Screw Attack is just a horizontal thing. It's not like infinite height as you'd expect from Space Jump. But it's fun in its own right, yeah? I would like to see more abilities being converted from, or being pulled from the 2D world to the 3D world. How cool would it be to have a speed booster in 3D games, right? It'd be all kinds of weird because it'd probably make the game a little harsh on motion sickness, but that's probably why we're not going to see speed booster, but I don't know. Maybe other abilities we will. Yo, what's up, Jungle Boss? How's it going? Thank you for the good lucks. Appreciate it. With the new weapon system, we might. There's a new weapon system in Prime 4? You could pick up on that much from the trailer. I might have to watch that again. Was it any different from the weapon systems in the previous Prime games? I feel like you could just like change the weapon with like your stick or something. And on the GameCube, you could switch between between the four beams. You just had to like tap the direction or whatever it was. Between Ice Beam, Plasma, and Wave and Power Beam. In other games, the beams stack, but in Primes, it didn't stack. You just had different beams. I like that approach. I really like that approach. You just be able to pick whatever beam you want. I mean, to be fair, you're probably going to use the more powerful beam in any case, which is usually like the latest one you get. But it's not always the case due to weaknesses and stuff. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Plasma Beam was just stronger than the other beams, being like the last one you would collect in a like not crazy glitch run, I guess. So I want to see how they convert abilities in from 2D and 3D, and I also want to see new abilities, new beams, suit, whatever, right? Just new stuff. Would be nice to see. We're probably gonna get progressive here, but the others are interesting. Progressive here, right? I mean, that ends up making the most sense. Because even if you get to switch beams, you're usually going to stick to the beam that's the strongest one, which is probably the latest one you get, as I said. But I do like being able to use the different beams just, you know, for fun. It's not always about the most optimal damage, it's about being able to use whatever abilities you like. Oh my god. Okay, blobs went quite a bit better than the previous run. I think that. That was already the case for Prime 3. Right. I played the 3 Prime games, but I replayed 1 and 2 more. I think I only played 3 once, maybe twice for hard mode. Like I don't remember the third one very well. Even though I played it, I don't remember the third very well. I also didn't I also enjoyed Primes 1 and 2 more than 3. So that probably counts too. If I didn't enjoy 3 as much as the others, I probably didn't. And that's probably why I don't remember it as well. But anyway. Maybe I'll try to replay it closer to the release date. 3 hours trying to get a good run. That is the grind, brother. That is the grind. Sounds like when I grinded for good unrestricted times, I would, or even other categories, I could go days without getting a new PB. If you can get it today, you'll get it next time. It's just the way it is. It's a pretty boring average answer, but like, ain't that the truth? We are done with Speed Booster. This would be a plenty good time to get at an event. I think I'm not that far behind from my actual PB right now, especially since I had first try Emmy Warp, right? Sometimes practicing these tricks feels like exercising. Yeah, it does. It's a very good idea to take breaks while you're practicing and like do some stretches to your hands, your wrists, so you don't like get cramped. It is something I never thought too much about before, but I would definitely recommend now. If you're getting into speedrunning, if you're practicing tricks, if you're putting in the time to grind tricks and get consistent, all that, make sure to take breaks, stand up, stretch, do some like gentle stretches, stretch your hands, your wrists, find some stretches you can do online and all that, and it's gonna help you a lot to not develop issues down the line. I just want to sub to intended percent before getting turbo and move on to Switch. Oh, are you playing on emulator? This is a final milestone. Oh, I didn't. Somehow I didn't get the free aim press. Weird. Those times are terrible. Oh. That means you could probably already have like a good run on an actual Switch, on actual hardware. Nice. I'm very glad that I am getting fairly consistent screw attack segments. Screw attack can be pretty bad with the mistakes. Taking it easy so I don't lose bomb A. And we're already quite a bit ahead from compared to the previous run. Just in movement, not just the warp, but in movement overall. I think I'm doing a little better now. Second run's usually just better anyway. I'm like 3 minutes away in PB and my SOB is 158. Okay, you're pretty close then. I don't know what times people get for intended percent, so I don't have a good grasp on all what kind of times you can even get with that category. I think it's a bit more strict than glitchless, because you have to follow these dev intended sequence breaks and stuff, but alright, so I think that's a pretty darn good teleportal time. It's fairly close to my gold even. I got a little sluggish close to the red teleportal. Just gotta get a good run and I'm good. Yeah, so just really do that grind, yeah. Atom sequence break, that's the point. Okay. Yeah, that's the intended percent. I think they also call it Mercury Steam, right? Mercury Steam percent. Alright, so in actual run, in the event run, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna give it like one attempt. Oh no. I went too low. It's gonna be actual YOLO. I actually didn't jump up to the right point. That would have worked, I think. I just didn't jump up to the ceiling for some reason. I sparked earlier. Gee. I'm gonna try it one more time just for the viewers. I feel like if I'm ahead, I should try this. Okay, I got a much larger angle than intended. Dude. Okay, this is literal last attempt. No. Alright, please go through. Okay, alright. Be really nice if I could get this in the event. Just for the viewers. Alright, so this is a pretty darn bad intro into this segment. Obviously because I died. But this is a time loss that I'm willing to take just for the sake of having a good show or something. I would probably only try this one time though. I would probably only try this one time. There's a reason no one even goes for that in a run. It can be a time save if you do the clip, but if you use the safe strats and map buffers, it's actually a time loss. But there's no point going for that. Just YOLO it. But if you YOLO it, big chance you lose the round to that. Alright, no meltdown this time. Very good. Oh wow, that was a pretty fast fight. Wow, wow, that was actually really fast. I think this split time is actually comparable to my PB time. I think I also had something like 218 or something in this segment, my PB. I think it was also a sluggish clip. This fight was pretty decent. Pretty nice segment actually. So yeah, I didn't lose 3 minutes on a meltdown. Then that's the segment I got. That's what I hope to see really. When's your marathon run? It happens on October 5th, so 1 week from tomorrow. I didn't get PBs from those drops, I think. No, I did. Oh no, I didn't even get first try, Sag. Alright, can we get second try at least though? Pray for RNG. That's about right. That's about right. So up to this point, this has been pretty much an ideal run. Like, ideal run, really. Hey, let's go. Second try, RBX, first try, Emmy Warp. I would be so darn happy if I got this in the event. Like, this would be almost best case scenario. Okay, just making sure I still got Bummer here. I thought I might have lost it earlier. I am gonna buffer that one. I don't want to die to snapback, which is extremely. Oh my god! I pressed X and I didn't get the melee. That's. I would be so pissed off if I got this in the event because I'm gonna have to redo basically everything in the escape. Dude, spark up! What the heck? Ish. Alright, the clips on this attempt were really good. Alright, 43.55, plenty good. Very unfortunate that I had to redo escape. I could have had a sub 43. With second try RBX, that is definitely not bad. I would be quite happy with this run in the event. Yo, GG's folks. New route? This isn't a new route now. This is the same route that's been in effect since several months ago. This is the same route that I did in my world record. Nothing has changed since then. There is a new route for Legacy Multifile. But yeah, I'm not running that. So yeah, that's the run-in category that I'm going to be playing at the event. So again, if you guys weren't here when I said that, event's going to happen 1 week from tomorrow, next Saturday, October the 5th. There is a time set, but it might still change until the event because people might want to reorder their slots. Maybe they find that they don't have availability of the slots they currently have. So the times are still going to fly around a little bit. It will be roughly at 1 p.m. Western European time, which is something like that minus 5 hours, like 8 a.m. Eastern time in the American times, like that's like 8 a.m. ET, I think. But yeah, the exact time can still change, so I'll revise that. I'll also properly announce that closer to the date, because yeah, the specific time has been juggled around a few times already. So I'll get into that again. Your VOD didn't catch Marty's scream? No. Well, that's actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing. My best. Oh my. It was I heard it, like I heard it IRL. I'm surprised it didn't get caught. Because I think I was talking at the same time. It probably should have been caught, but it's a good thing. Maybe it means that the filters are actually doing something now. Oh well. Alright then folks, that's gonna be it for me today. It's been 2 practice runs. We got a 49 and whatever it was, 49.57, and now we have a 43.54. Both are within the estimate. 49 was a rather bad run with also not good RNG, especially bad RBX RNG. Warp wasn't too bad, it's like 3rd try, so it's not actually bad, but RBX was a bit bad. And I had a meltdown at PB, so I think the run overall was not very well played, and I still didn't get like super favorable RNG either. This run I had plenty good RNG. First try ME Warp, like the dream. Second try RBX, plenty good. I had a little bit of a choke in the escape. Not something I want to see at the event. I really hope I can take it a little easier. I definitely shouldn't have died at the door. I just have to buffer melee and it's like guaranteed that I go through. I think I just messed up the order of inputs, which it's easy to fix, so it's not a big deal. And if I have to repeat the escape is like roughly 2 minutes. Some of that time goes into the RBX cutscene, but it's like 1 minute 30, 40-ish. It's like retrying RBX, I guess. I certainly don't want to die in the escape. But as far as checkpoints go, I guess it could be worse. But yeah, like 43.54, I would be pretty happy to have that time at the event. I hope that I get something like that and it's like not a very bad run, very slow run. This would be a fairly well played run aside from Corpia's, pretty much. And that unfortunate death in the escape, because the rest of the run is actually pretty good, and yeah, it'd be really good to have this in the event. So how does this compare to my PB, my actual PB? Let's save this. See, I especially wanted to compare like the late game time. So speed booster happens at 29:22. Power bombs at 39:02. And in my actual PB, speed booster was 1 minute faster. Jeez. Jeez. Power bombs was 2 minutes faster. It is really hard to compete with that kind of run, honestly. And it's not for lack of competition. Again, there are runners who could take this time, but it's just such a monumental grind to sit through grinding this category that, yeah, most people are just not really like this. You just don't want to do that. I don't want to have to grind this again for a world record, because having to deal with the RNG is so annoying, so demotivating, so frustrating. It's really hard to go through. Anyway, folks, thank you all so much for hanging out and watching. I will be doing some practice runs until the event. We did one today. I'll probably do some more throughout the weekend, throughout the week in preparation. I might do some of them off stream as well. I will probably do others on stream. We'll see. I'll try to do them on stream though. But yeah. Right. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed watching some Any UR. Bye-bye. And of course, I'll see you at the event.